Hello, everyone. I'm Coach John Merritt coming to you from around the league on today with MICDS quarterback Reagan Andrew. Reagan, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Coach. How about you?
Man, I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. So exciting to be on here with you. You missed a whole season due to injury, but in the 2 seasons you had, you've sure been so productive. So productive, Reagan. Been to the state championship game twice. Is that right by my count? In
Yes, sir.
two tries. I mean, that's pretty good. Um, Reagan, you certainly are known as a runner, but in my opinion, you're a heck of a passer too. And I think that's something that doesn't get talked about enough, um, frankly, when we talk about high school football. So let's talk about you first, and you let everybody know, what is it about Reagan Andrew that makes you special as a football player?
Like for me personally, I kind of see myself as a pass first quarterback. The first year, my freshman year when we were with Coach Buha, it was more of a running offense. We were in the triple option game a lot, and we spread it out when we had to, but it was mostly triple option. And then you mentioned I missed my sophomore year with the injury, and then when I got to junior year, Coach Bouchard came in, and we had a completely new offense. We still had triple option incorporated into our offense, and that was always going to be kind of our base offense, but we spread it out a lot more and were able to throw it. And I think that just this year showed how accurate I am and how efficient I am throwing the ball.
Oh, efficient. Efficient certainly describes it. Getting the ball downfield, getting it on time, and getting it to your playmakers in space. Now, talk to us about your recruiting. How's your recruiting going? What do you have going on? And what do you have planned this summer?
Yeah, so recruiting's starting to pick up a little bit. I'm talking to a couple schools, couple Ivy schools, and then getting some looks here and there from a couple D1s. And the question's been brought up if like a preferred walk-on spot would be like if I would be interested in that. And I want the chance to compete and go down and kind of prove myself to coaches and show them that I'm a baller and I'm coming to play. And in terms of the summer and camps, I'm heading to uh, Penn, Yale, Princeton, and Harvard, I believe, in late June, early July. And I'm also getting over to Drake in late July.
So we
So,
got University of Penn,
yep,
Yale,
yep,
Princeton, and Harvard. That's no small order there. Then later on, you're going to head back to Drake up in Iowa.
yes, sir.
That's a nice schedule there. Those coaches look out for Reagan Andrew when he's there. He's going to make an impact on your camps for sure. As you go into this 21 season, into your senior season, what are the areas of your game that you're trying to improve?
Uh, I think the biggest part of my game that I'm trying to improve upon is my speed. I've been known as kind of a runner, but when I kind of go through the film and rewatch some of my stuff, I think running the ball, I'm just more of a slippery runner than a speed runner. And I think if I can enhance my speed and become kind of like a jet through the hole, it'll open up the passing game that much more, and I'll be able to do some more and spread the defense out.
Let's talk about your head coach, Coach Brouchard. New to you last year, right? But describe him in 3 words for us.
Uh, I'd probably say he's very detailed, um, knowledgeable, and a Hall of Famer. I think those would be the three that I would go with. Having him come in, especially in kind of a weird situation that he had to come in, it's always hard being a new coach, I'm sure, for first year, and it's hard for the team to have a new coach always, but to come in during COVID and then turn the team around and input put his mark on us and lead us to another state championship. I think that was just kind of a testament to him as an individual and how he came in and just kind of pushed us to be the best we could be.
Oh, that's awesome. Detailed, knowledgeable, Hall of Famer. I'm not even going to call you out on Hall of Famer being 3 words on its own. We'll let that one roll for now, Reagan. That one's all good. Talk to me about your life outside of football. When you're not playing football, you're not throwing touchdown passes, you're not changing plays at the line of scrimmage. What else are you doing for fun and for interest?
Um, I'm a all right chess player. I play a little bit of chess now and then.
You got a rating?
No, I don't.
No rating. Okay. I just wanted to see
Yeah,
how far you're going
not,
with it there.
not like real chess, just kind of here and there with my dad or some friends sometimes. And then I like building things and sculpting things. In school, I take this sculpture class, and this year I kind of focused on. Um, I tried to kind of make mock stadiums, baseball stadiums, and try to do that. And then next year I'm taking AP, and I'm kind of my like focus is going to be on tensegrity, which is like building things with tension with wires and stuff and making
Yeah.
that. And then also I wouldn't say I'm good, but I play a little bit of golf.
Play a little bit of golf. Now, go back to these sculptures for me. What other mediums are you working with? So you like the tens, you're working with the cables, but what have you been working with in the past? What mediums do you like?
Uh, Throughout the class, I've worked with a bunch of stuff. I've worked with styrofoam, clay, uh, some wood, just kind of whatever is. I kind of sometimes I do what the class is required and what the teacher gives us, but I have a good relationship with my teacher, and sometimes I just ask him like, what has no one done before, and like, what have you always wanted to see, and then I try to do it. I remember back when I was injured my sophomore year and I had a cast on my arm. I tried to make a football helmet out of wax, but it like just did not work because I was doing it with one hand, and it was just a bad situation.
So what I love about this, Reagan, you're saying you're trying to challenge yourself in ways, trying to stretch yourself as a person. I see that from you on the football field too. You're doing things, you ask your teacher, just like you ask your coach, what has no one ever done before? And then that's what you're going to try to do. That's incredible to see. That's incredible. Um, let's talk about you as a playmaker. And I want to just ask about just a particular sequence, if you can remember it, against Hannibal in November. You're at Hannibal, which I thought you're on the road. It's the fourth quarter. You're down 7. You guys are going in. You're at about the 30-yard line. You run a play action pass and you hit the tight end going down the right seam. Do you remember that play?
Yeah.
Big touchdown.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that play and what you had going on and how you're able to make that play.
Yeah, so I believe that play was a third down, uh, late, either late in the third quarter or early in the fourth. And our defense just got a big stop, and we were driving, and then they kind of stopped us on first and second down, so we were kind of in a hole. And we had a play drawn up for PJ on the left side, which had worked for us pretty well throughout the season. He kind of just ran a fade stop out to the left side, but they sat on it, and so I worked back. I worked from the left back across to the right, and saw Kaz up the seam, and the safety had dropped down, and he beat the outside linebacker. So I just let him go up and get it.
You put that pass on both of his hands. I mean, you're saying it so casually and so modestly, what I love about you, Reagan. But I mean, the outside linebacker has got one hand on his neck and one hand on his arm, and you put it right on his hands on the money for a touchdown, and that tied the game up. Then the
Yep.
next drive, your defense gets another big stop. You guys come right back on the field, penalty on first down. You're backed up 1st and 20. All right. And then somehow out of that, you get rushed. You're scrambling in the pocket. You step up, and I think you hit PJ in the right corner for another
Yep.
big touchdown. You remember that one? Can you talk us through that play as well?
Yeah, so that one was another one where it was supposed to hit Jalen out in the flat, but when I came off the play action, the outside linebacker was rushing in from the right side, and Steve picked up the blitz, so I stepped under him, and PJ was running a post the other way from where I was scrambling, and he just kind of turned around in the corner, lost him, and I saw him. I just let PJ go make a play.
Let him go make a play. That ends up being the game-winning touchdown. You guys put one more on just to make it fun, and you're on the way rolling. Tremendous leadership, tremendous poise from a quarterback in the biggest moments, not only of the game, but of the season. I mean, that's incredible to see. College coaches, if you haven't seen that, go watch that game. Fast forward it. You can fast forward. The rest of the game is good, but fast forward it through to the end of the third quarter and then watch those sequences. And then you're going to want to find Reagan's number and call him, probably. It's probably what you're going to do. That's just my recommendation. All right, we've got to the part of the show we call rapid fire. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and then you're gonna just give us a quick answer, whatever comes to your head, just so we can get to know more about you. Okay, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to start with the wings. I love the wings, and it's my favorite question on the wings. Are you going hot or mild on your wings?
I'm a mild guy. I don't handle spice that well.
You're not going with that spicy, staying away for it. You're going mild.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you on the video games. You going PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Xbox, all the way.
Yes, sir.
When it comes time to the candy, Gummy bears, gummy worms.
Bears.
Gummy bears.
Yep.
Traveling around the world. Mountain, beaches.
Beaches.
Why are you going with the beaches?
That's just somewhere where my family has always kind of tended to. I love the mountains, and my uh, uncle has a cabin that we visit. That's awesome. But when I was growing up, every summer we would go to the beach, and my whole mom's side of the family would buy a beach house, and we'd all stay together. So it's just kind of a tradition in our family.
Got great memories at the beach. Can't beat it, right?
Yes, sir.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Nike, for sure. All right, last question. Here we go. Don't mess this one up, okay? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
I'd have to go with LeBron.
LeBron James, are you sure?
Yeah, I think I would just go LeBron because I never actually saw MJ play. The most that I've seen him is in the documentary during COVID the Last Dance. So I'd go with LeBron because I kind of grew up watching
Go
him
with
play.
what you know, right? You're going to go with LeBron, rather than MJ in Space Jam. I can't fault you on that one bit. Reagan Andrew is here today. We're around the league. I'm Coach John Merritt. Coaches, check him out. You're going to want to see him. He's poised for a spectacular season coming up in the fall of 2021. Thanks for being here with us today, and we will see you next time.